Come back at 6, wake me and your child, and then won't lay today. Make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think.
Morning, cyber friends. It is about 8 in the morning again. I feel like third day is the charm. I'm already up at a decent time of the hour, ready to get the day started. I'm gonna go straight into the gym. I'm about to get dressed, go handle that, come home. I'll be starving after I come home, so I'll do my breakfast, and hopefully I will still have the motivation in me to where when I'm doing my breakfast, I'll start on my other meals so they'll already be ready for the day. I need to edit the vlog that'll be posted today. I'll look at my work computer, see if there's some things that I need to do. I have clothes to fold, so I got some chores and things I need to handle. And we're just gonna pray and wish for a successful day, all right? So, no long intro today. It's not needed. Let's just go ahead and get our day started. All right, y'all, let's get into this workout at the gym. The incline is gonna do it for me every time. I'm gonna get that body moving, gonna get that sweat going, gonna get that heart rate up. That's how I want to start my day, my workouts anyway. So send that thing to the heavens. And then I'm going to run with it. And I don't know who convinced me to run with the weights on. Extra pounding on my chest to make me feel 10 times heavier. I don't know who convinced me to do that. But I'm going to keep doing it anyways. I'm not going to stop. So I want the added pressure, the added weight. I'm here to work. I've never been shy to do extra work in the gym. And I'm really excited because now, after, I guess, week 2 of like doing these workouts, things are starting to flow a little bit easier. So next week, I will be either upping my reps if I cannot up the weight on certain things, but like this machine, I can't go higher just yet. So I'm going to do more reps of that. But for machines where it feel like the weight is becoming too manageable, I'm adding more to it. Like this one here, I did add an extra plate. So I didn't wait till next week for this one. I was like, let me go ahead and just do it now. And to be honest, all of my muscles is in my legs. So it don't be nothing for me to add something for my legs. It be my back, it be my arms, that upper body. I'm still building it, but again, I'm way better than I used to be. I used to never be able to do any pull-ups. I have always been able to kind of do push-ups or whatever, but pull-ups on the pull-up bar I can do at my house. I do the assisted one with the weights at the gym, but if I ever get to the point where I'm not afraid of looking crazy in front of people, I'm gonna start just going to the regular bar and doing it myself. But for now, I'll save that venture for in the house. But you already know what it is for me: legs, booty, core power, upper body strength. We getting rid of the waist, we're getting rid of the back fats, and we're growing the glutes. And I just want to happily be able to walk around in the summer with no clothes and not feel bad in any way, shape, or form. You're gonna look at these buns, sweetheart. You're gonna look at this body, sweetheart. And everyone should be happy to see me as I am happy to see them. So this is the summer where nakedness is the theme. So I'm doing everything possible. Now that's starting to get a little manageable, so I'm gonna start adding some weights on that. This is starting to get a little manageable. Again, I kind of want to get my spine tattooed this summer, so I need that back popping. All right, it need to be the sexiest thing that I've ever seen, and I do decently like my back. If I can get rid of them rolls, baby, it's on. I'm telling you, it's on. Finally, y'all, we are back in the kitchen with it. I unfortunately am not a big fan of sweet potato pie, sweet potato casserole. I don't care. Now, my aunt makes her some scratch and I'll eat it during Thanksgiving, but that'll be the first thing that I go towards. I'm gonna go towards that pecan pie first or some cakes. And if that's the only thing left, I will eat the sweet potato. But it's just not my flavor of choice. But they say it's good for you and whatnot. So I'm gonna make some sweet potato, mashed potatoes, whatever the case may be. I'm trying to get better into forcing myself to eat things that I'm not really into, especially under the guise of it's good for you. So I'm chopping up my sweet potatoes, I'm chopping up my cucumbers so I can saute them, and then I am going to do my fish. So that's what I will be eating for the week. So if you don't see me in the kitchen again, that is what I will be doing for lunch and dinner. So no fret. I have been doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I am eating how I'm supposed to be eating. I have one cheat meal on the weekends, and I'm just really happy that I'm sticking to the things that I'm setting for myself, because a good old me would go to every fast food place on the strip up and down from my house and call it a day. But again, I've really been cooking. Like, if this is what being a wife and a mom feels like, cooking every day, again, my family gonna have to like a little leftovers, baby. I cannot do this every day. It takes a lot. Maybe if I didn't have other things to do and I just strictly had to cook for my family, I don't know. But I think I would have to enjoy cooking a little bit more to be like, yeah, this is fun. Let me do this every day, every day, every day. But again, with building healthy habits, this is going to be a lifestyle choice that I'm making, and it is for the better. And honestly, the food has been decent. It's been good. Like that fish right there, I ate that bad boy. And I go on and off of like liking fish. One minute I'm like, yes, I love fish. Then the next minute I'm just like, fish is tasting a little too fishy for me. So I guess I'm back into the swing of liking fish, because I did buy other sources of protein, other meats, and I still haven't taken them down from the freezer to cook yet, honey. So obviously I've been feeling a little fish, because it's not like I would be really doing anything different. I would be doing the same thing of seasoning and baking or whatever the case may be. So it's not like it would stress me out. But that's the meal for the week. Healthy, guys.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another group discussion. Let us get into the journal prompt, and I'm switching it up again. We are going to do the letter Q, and it is questioning negativity. The most precious thing you have is your joy. Hard stop. That's why when you encounter negativity, either within yourself or from someone else, you need to stop and question it. Because whereas challenging life events are unavoidable, how you think and feel about them is your choice. The same goes for everyone around you as well. Let me give you an example. You make dinner plans with a friend. You both arrive at the restaurant on time. The restaurant is running 20 minutes late. Your friend is outraged. 20 minutes late? We have a reservation. This is outrageous. His blood is boiling. Perhaps now so is yours. Now imagine a different scenario. You would then both show up to the restaurant that is running late on your reservation. This time, your friend is unbothered. He smiles and the server says, "No problem," and then turns to you and asks, "How are you doing?" You spend the 20 minutes chatting, connecting, and enjoying each other's company. Were the circumstances different? No. But in scenario one, negativity imbued the facts of the circumstance with darkness. In the second, positivity imbued the facts of the circumstance with light. Where would you rather live? In the light or in the dark? Choose your company carefully. If you surround yourself with negative people or people who make you feel negative, negativity will prevail and seep into your soul. Once negativity becomes your status quo, Kindness towards yourself and towards others is often its first casualty. And without kindness, self-love is impossible. When you encounter negativity, whether it is in your own mind or in someone else's, ask yourself, is this negativity necessary? Is there another perspective I can embrace? Sometimes the answer will be no. There are circumstances that are so tragic that a negative response is the only one that will suffice. Or maybe even in those circumstances, shifting your focus to gratitude can shield you from the threat negativity poses to your joy. Because even in the darkest of times, there's room for gratitude, always. The self-love action for today is evaluate your social media accounts. Unfollow or mute accounts that elicit a negative reaction from you, even if that means disconnecting from friends or family. Unfollowing is one form of setting a boundary. Once you do it, you'll create space for something better. Negativity on social media comes in many forms. It could be the celebrity or influencer who makes you feel less than in comparison. It could be the uncle who rages about politics. It can be the long lost high school classmate who populates your feed with irrelevance that brings you down. Remember, you can also disconnect with people in real life too. Not every relationship needs to be forever. Nostalgia isn't enough of a reason to keep someone in your life if the current dynamic is a toxic one. Write down what you let go of and what you make space for. If you know me, you know that I am the blocking queen, honey. It does not bother me to get people out of my face, out of my space. I'm a big believer in I don't have to allow you to treat me in certain ways. It might take me a minute to catch on, especially in dating. It might take me a minute to catch on to you are badly mistreating me. And I'm gonna attempt to say something to you about it and let you attempt to fix it. And if you don't do so, then I gotta, go bigger with your consequences. But for the most part, especially strangers, especially new people coming into my life, if there are times where you are making me feel uncomfortable, you are making this dark cloud of negativity come around me, I don't want to be in that. I had made friends with a girl on TikTok. And when I say, no disrespect to her in any way, shape, or form, but when I say she is one of the most negative people I think I have ever encountered in my lifetime. And knowing a little bit about her and knowing a little bit about her story, it makes sense. But she has a lot of trauma, childhood trauma, relationship trauma. There's just so much that she's holding on to. And yet, with all this that she's holding on to, it doesn't seem to be like something she wants to do anything about. And in the first year of our friendship, I listened to the sadness, the sad stories. And I don't want to be like, you can't talk to me about stuff like that. But my thing is, I don't like one-sided relationships in any way, shape, or form. Once I feel like it is me constantly giving to you and pouring into you, the relationship is no longer serving a purpose for me. So it finally started getting to the point of she's just so triggered by everything and everything needs to revolve around her. We could have a conversation about somebody that I'm dating currently doing something, and immediately we're talking about my situation for 5 minutes, and immediately she's switching it to herself. Yeah, I remember when my ex used to do that. Yeah, she really broke me real bad. And now for the next 3 hours, I'm sitting on the phone listening to every single detail about this one ex, and I didn't get to express anything of how I'm feeling, and you're not getting to be an emotionally available friend for me. And then it's the same ex, an ex that she refused to let go. Somebody that disrespected you and hurted you so bad, but yet you still leave a door open for them. And even then, I would suggest maybe you should block her. Maybe you should stop. She's just gonna make a new number anyways. She's just gonna, she was just one of those people that no matter what, you could not be there for her. other than the fact that you just have to sit there and listen and drown and just take it, that she is just going to be spewing this at the mouth for hours and hours at a time till she's ready to stop, or until you get the courage to be like, hey girl, somebody's calling me, I'll call you back, and you just never call her back. That didn't feel good. That didn't feel good to keep constantly hearing someone talk so negatively about everything in their life. Do you not have any joy, sweetie? Is there not a single bit of love around you? No kindness? Like, if that is the case, I really hate that for you. I really, really do. That doesn't seem like a happy, safe way to live life. But if that's the case, do something about it. And again, she was one of those people of helping her is going to piss her off. Any suggestion I made, have you thought about therapy? I've tried that. It didn't work. I don't like therapy. Have you tried journal? I don't like to do that. Have you tried everything in the world? That woman turned down. Anytime you gave her encouragement, yeah, it's probably never going to work out like that for me in my life. Like, nothing would suffice. Nothing would make her feel better. And obviously, that's an internal thing within yourself, right? It's like, no matter how many people love you, how many people care about you, if you are drowning, if you do not feel good in any way, shape, or form, you have to pull yourself out of that. People cannot want that for you and it be done. You know what I'm saying? You have to do the work. And understand, I've had my mental blocks before. I've had those spaces before I went into therapy. It's like, I'm miserable, but I ain't gonna do nothing about it. I'm miserable, but I'm not ready to do nothing about it. I'm miserable, but it is what it is. I had to almost get to like my lowest low, the depths, to be like, this does not make me feel happy anymore. This does not make me feel comfortable. I'm ready to get out of this. And it was just like, she's stuck. She's frozen. She does not want to get out of it. And she does not want you to be kind to her. It just did not feel good. And so then you get to a point of like, you want to be friends with somebody. You want to be able to be there for somebody. But talking to her, when I talked to her, it just drained my mood so bad. Again, everything triggered her. We could be listening to music on the phone, talking about, old songs we used to really enjoy. And then, yeah, I don't listen to the so-and-so artist. The girl that broke my heart, that was her favorite art. And now we're back into misery. Like, oh my God, sometimes I really want to scream. Life cannot be that terrible for you. It just can't be. And please, if it is, fix it, baby. Do something about it. So then you get to the point of you start going through your own thing. Of course, you can't properly show up for people if you aren't taking care of yourself. You can't pour into people if you're not in a good spot, if your cup is not filled. So on moments where it was just like, I got enough going on in my life, I could not sit there on the phone with her. I could not sit there and drown like that. My boundary was sometimes I really would watch the phone ring. Be like, I'll just text you, girl, I'm a little busy. And again, just reading all the hatefulness through the text, sometimes it got to the point where now I'm not responding at all. It just did not feel good to be around somebody that was that cloudy and hated life so deeply. It was actually really sad to see how she conducts her life, but that's not your life to live. That's somebody else's life to live. And so I think as a friend, when you care about people, you get to the point where you're crossing that line of like, I care about you so much that honestly I cannot sit and watch you destroy yourself. And I think that was where it was at for me, of like, it's been 3 years of this girl complaining every day. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. It does not feel good. She hasn't done anything new in 3 years. She hasn't attempted to try in 3 years. I cannot be a part of that. So me and her are not friends. We're cordial. She'll speak every once in a while, and sometimes I'll speak every once in a while. But as far as will she call me and we'll sit on the phone, or do I text her when I need something or want to talk? Absolutely not. That's not the type of friendship that we have with each other, and I'm okay with that. So you have the right to say, I love you, I care about you, but I don't have to put up with you. And again, I'm into getting people out my way. I have blocked my whole family before, and I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not. That's not a flex by any means. I hate that things got so deep with my family at one point to where I had to kick them all out, even my grandma, and that's someone that I love the most in my family. That does not feel good, but hey, y'all, I do not care about me and do not care about how y'all are treating me. And I'm grown now. I'm not in that same little girl mindset. I'm not a little girl anymore. I'm taking care of myself. I don't have to just sit here in this house and watch y'all hurt me how I used to do when I was a little girl. So, and sometimes when I block people, sometimes it's just for no reason. Sometimes I just don't like the music that you be choosing. I'm very much mute Robert. So if every time I turn around you doing all his little viral dances to his music, I don't want to see that. Sorry. We could have never spoken a day in our lives. If you are doing stuff that I don't agree with, I don't care for a block. Again, as far as like the type of things that you are consuming on social media, all the little T pages, block. I do not care. I do not want to see it. Only T page that I used to genuinely keep up with, like high school, early college, was like the Shade Room, and I don't ingest it like that anymore. Maybe when it's like an award show and I want to see in real time what the celebrities' outfits are given or something like that. Mm-mm. Twitter is a lot of political spew on there. I just scroll right past that, or I will take the time to mute certain words. I don't want to keep seeing the president's name and the so and so name and the representative and the mayor and the whatever the case may be. Like I don't want to be in the midst of that. People that have hurt my feelings in some way. I don't need to keep you on social media. You ghosted me. I don't need to keep you on social media. We don't deal with each other in a positive manner anymore. I don't need to keep you on social media. If I had a crush on you and you got a girlfriend, I don't need to keep you on social media. Like, what I need to stare at you for? You belong to somebody. You say it. You good. I need to let go of the fantasy of me and you now. Anyways, like out of respect, I gotta block you, baby. I just do. So it's important the people that you surround yourself with. If I have friends that, and she's not the only person that I picked out. I've been doing that for a while. I remember in middle school, one of the first friends I ever made, like she complained about everything, but I loved that girl. I loved being her friend and being next to her. We would walk to the bus stop together and all types of stuff. Like it was a cute little middle school friendship. She was just so unhappy. And no matter what you tried to do to rub your happiness onto her, her unhappiness was just so strong that it rubbed onto you. And so one day I really did have to say, I don't think we can be friends anymore. She's like, why? What's wrong? I'm just like, I can't even remember if I told her straight up, like her attitude is just terrible. I just remember telling her to her face, or we were texting about it after school one day, and I did tell her like, I really just don't see our friendship going any further, and it didn't. It didn't. So pick what's best for you. Life is what you make it. going down, pick it back up. If it's going up, take it higher. I don't know what to tell you, girl, but that's just me and how I operate. If it feels good to you, if it's not harming people, if you don't feel like a bad person after you've done X, Y, and Z, if you need to be a little selfish with yourself, if you need to pour a little more love into yourself, if you need a different crowd, if you need to change in scenery, do it. I say do it. That's all I got for today. How do you take care of negative people? Do you stick around? Do you stay around? Do you let them, come and go as they please? How long do you accept their negativity, their patterns? Let me know. Y'all have an amazing day, night, whatever time you get to this point in the video. But it's been real, and I'll see you tomorrow.